All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So the Detroit Lions made a huge ass move earlier today. They picked up DJ Reader from the Cincinnati Bengals to a 2-year, $27.25 million contract. Guys, this is huge. This is DJ Reader, Carlton Davis. They also picked up Amik Robertson yesterday from the Las Vegas Raiders. They are doing everything that everybody wanted them to do in the offseason, like every single thing. Interior defensive line help with Ali McNeil, right? More cornerbacks, any type of cornerback, right? To help out Cam Sutton. They did lose CJ Gardner-Johnson, which really does suck, but Carlton Davis entering a contract year, I'm telling you, dude, Carlton Davis can play. Amik Robertson can play. We're going to be talking about all these guys later on in the video. The only thing I'm still waiting on defensively from the Detroit Lions is probably another edge. I assume they're going to pinpoint this in free agency. They could wait to the draft. It doesn't appear to be this crazy good NFL draft for edge rushers, but I've even seen some mock drafts where the Lions trade up into like a top 15 range. So, all things are still a lot of possibilities, I guess is my point. But guys, DJ Reader is an absolute money signing. It's going to go so under the radar because unfortunately he did tear his quad at the end of this past season, or towards the end of this past season with Cincinnati. But folks, I know it's no Chase Young, it's no Khalil Mack, it's no Joey Bosa. Detroit's doing everything that people wanted them to do. Like, seriously, I remember, all offseason. And by all offseason, the last month, we'll talk about it in a second. Before we get any further into tonight's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Lions fans, you know the deal. We post a ton of Detroit videos on this channel. Appreciate you guys so much. If you could try and get this video to 500 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So, just first things first, man. I made so many videos this past month because football is so dead on all these hypothetical superstar level moves that the Detroit Lions could make. We talked Khalil Mack, we talked Bosa, we talked L'Jarius Sneed. Detroit's not done, by the way. I'm going to continue to reiterate that. But, all these like big splash moves, all these like impact right away, needle moving, next level type of plays. And to be honest with you, majority of Lions fans did not want any of those moves. So I'm curious to hear what my Lions fans have to say with, these 4 moves in specific: DJ Reader, Amik Robertson, Carlton Davis, and then, of course, Marcus Davenport. But guys, I seriously think they are addressing what they needed to address at very fair and reasonable prices, and they're just getting better. That it's just really as simple as that. They still have the 29th pick in the first round. They still have a second round pick, and they still have an early third round draft pick, and they've still got cap space. So I'm a huge fan of what Detroit's doing. I know it's not anything crazy. Prior to DJ Reader earlier today, I think there was a legitimate argument that, what's Detroit not necessarily waiting for, but what's the move they're going to make? We're only like one day at the time of this recording into free agency. So you've seen a lot of bigger name guys already get, taken off the boards. But DJ Reader, I still think, that sounds so weird, I still think that Detroit is going to make more starting moves, particularly at the edge. And nothing against James Houston, but you can never have too much depth. You can never have too much talent, especially on the defensive side of things, which was Detroit's #1 priority. So let's talk a little bit about DJ Reader. This dude's going to stop the run to degrees you've never seen before. And we're going to pair him up with Ali McNeil, who, by the way, my Lions fans know this. If Ali McNeil didn't get injured this season, he is 100,000% on his way to stardom. He is 100,000% why am I thinking Pro Bowl right now? All-Star? What the hell? I can't even think of the goddamn, this is unbelievable. You guys get what's the damn word I'm looking for here? The All-Star game, Jesus, dude. We don't cut anything out in here. Pro Bowl, Jesus, dude. All right. Ali McNeil was on his way to a Pro Bowl breakout season, and unfortunately the injury. But DJ Reader and Ali McNeil, and here's the thing, the Detroit Lions were really good against the run last season. They were 2nd in the NFL in opponents' rush yards. They were 3rd in the league in opponents' rushing yards per carry, and DJ Reader's only going to bolster it. Another big thing about having DJ, a huge ass body on your defensive line, along with Aleem McNeil, is pretty much what Lions fans have been harping for the last couple of months when we were talking, Brian Burns and Chase Young at the deadline last year. Aiden Hutchinson gets double teamed so much. Like, he gets double teamed what feels like every single play. He also gets held what feels like every single play. You are not going to be able to do that at the same degree now with the simple addition of DJ Reader on your defensive line. And once again, guys, they're not done. No shade, no disrespect to Marcus Davenport. Obviously, he's a now Detroit Lion. 4 games last season. Just keeping Marcus Davenport healthy for a full year is not something that I personally would put all my money on. So if he's healthy, he's going to feast. We go back to 2021, 3 years ago. He played in only 11 games, only started 9 of them. He had 9 total sacks, 16 quarterback hits. So I think he's a perfect, complementary player to either James Houston or whatever edge rusher they decide to sign or pick up in the draft. Now, Meek Robertson, if you guys didn't know, I do cover the Las Vegas Raiders. You'll hear Antonio Pierce, Antonio Pierce said this. First of all, he's extremely talented when the ball's in the air. He's probably one of the more physical defensive backs as well. You always see him punch the ball, come and make him tackles. I don't want to call it little man complex, but he walks around like he's 6'2", 220 sometimes, and he's fearless. He's a smart football player. He has confidence, and I'm glad he's finally having success on the field. The reason he's not with the Las Vegas Raiders right now is just because his contract was like $4 million, and they've already got some cheaper cornerbacks on that roster as well. So Amik on Detroit, paired up with Cam Sutton and paired up with Carlton Davis, is going to be more of a complimentary spot starter on your side. He is so fearless. He plays so intense. He fits Detroit's mold along just exactly like DJ Reader. Both of these two new pickups, they are just fearless. These are football players, and Aaron Glenn's going to have a fun time with both of those two guys. But Amik, he's 5'9", he's a small dude, but as Max Crosby himself said, he's a quote-unquote certified playmaker. So I'm very excited about Carlton Davis, Amik Robertson, DJ Reader, and Marcus Davenport. I know Detroit's not done. I don't know which degree it's going to be. I'm still looking at the edge. You could always use some more safety help, some more cornerback depth. But yeah, I really like Carlton Davis, DJ Reader, and Amik Robertson specifically, and I like the high upside, low risk that Marcus Davenport offers this team. Wide receiver is still something I think they should be looking into. If Josh Reynolds does not re-sign with the Detroit Lions, they're definitely going to make a move, but I keep saying it. I do think Detroit's going to go after a crafty veteran in his prime, not really, 33-year-old, Allen Robinson, but a 28, 29-year-old player. We got DJ Chark, obviously re-signing Josh Reynolds, I think, is their top priority. But that's some stuff to look out for in the next couple of days. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. We'll get another Lions video out to you guys before the weekend comes. But let me know your thoughts. Give me a grade thus far on what Brad Holmes has been cooking at the free agency. And let me know down below. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Guys, also give me some players you'd look into picking up if you were Brad Holmes down below.